We're live. We're live.
Oh,
We got a notification.
live.
We got a notification. We got
That
a
means
notification.
we're live.
We're live. Go back this way. Should we go more this way?
Come here.
I got the light of Jesus over here. All right, sorry. Already 5 people watching. All right, so we got that. Who we got over there? Liban, you, ciao boys. Well, I'm losing my feet. Yes, Gio, Liban, Yusuf, what's going on? I'm on my 4th beer. It's all good, guys. Right on time, huh? Simon's over there. You got the computer ready. All right. We got to press this. Man. All right, guys, just setting up over here. And I know I have the light of God over here. I don't know what the hell's going on. We got this. Are we ready?
Real names. Real names.
We have Simon. You have Gio. You have Liban Youssef is over there. First one there.
Wow, Liban always first.
Yeah. All right. We got 8 people. We got a thumbs up already. Maurizio, obviously.
Maurizio, where's Freeway Frank? Call him.
Freeway Frank. No, it's
let's see. Facebook Frank.
Is it this better like this? Hey, perfetto.
HD quality over here. Look at this.
Yeah, guys, I have no idea what happened last week or why the video was that poor, but Gio, you can't wait to hear from Tommy. Wait, because Steve, we're gonna explain everything. So you know what, Steve? Let's get her started. Are you on silent over there?
All or nothing at all.
All or nothing at all, as Frank says. And
Facebook Frank?
No, not Facebook Frank. The legend Frank Sinatra, basically summing up Milan fans around the world, Milan Twitter, Milan social media, that for you guys it's all or nothing at all. Cari amici sportivi, welcome yet to another edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast, which will soon turn into be a Milan Alcoholic Anonymous meetings, where we talk everything Milan. 4 defeats and 6 Milan, first time since 1938 Milan, and we're not professionals.
Nor do we pretend to be.
Guys, thank you for everybody on there. We have Liban Youssef, Gio, Maurizio, Simon, Giants fan, and Roberto Pelusi, Forza Milan sempre, Edwin Ortega, Milan the AA meetings. Yes, exactly. We have a lot of things to talk about. A lot.
No.
Hey guys, it's just. Do you want to get it out of the way now, or do you want to do the same concept that we do through our whole? Because guys, you know, we're not gonna discuss what we thought about the game because we're gonna get into it. And we were talking with the Milan Club admins, and it seems that that the art. Before I get into that, I just want to give a shout out to our 2 new members. 2 new members, which I'm gonna go take a look because unfortunately, I forgot their names. But it was. Well, I had a couple of drinks on Sunday, but basically to TM Bassier and Carmelo Wang, thank you for being 2 new members on a dreadful day this Sunday. And what a great feeling to have his girlfriend, TM's girlfriend. She's like, we love the podcast. Doesn't she pop out a shirt with Bob Ross on it?
Bob Ross.
Thank you guys, even for joining at a very bad time. But on that note, we were debating, like what does Milan Twitter become? What does social media become? And it seems that we're discussing that there seems to be my opinion is better than yours and you're stupid for
what is that called?
The art of debating is lost, Steve. Nobody seems to be able to debate anymore. Let's debate a point. I think this way, you think this way, and and I believe Presidente had his two words to say
Yeah.
about the whole.
It's funny.
Is
It's
it?
funny that you bring up the art of debating.
How so?
El Presidente
Yes.
gave me a call driving in the car with the family, started to talk about debating, ladies and gentlemen. And he took me back to 1978, when he was part of the debate team at his school, captain of the debate team. He wore a polo, Lacoste, with the number 3 in the back. Why? Because of Paolo Maldini. Even in the debate, ladies and gentlemen, he brought up Paolo Maldini. And he told us, guys, when I was in the debate, guys, I took control of the situation. I was able to debate. I was able to debate my point and also play the other point where I was kind of the bad guy. Right, Vinny? Huh? That's president of the debate team. And he said, Holy Pepper Piper. Swear word. According to the First Lady, Holy Pepper Pipe word is a swear word. And all you heard in the car, Marcello, no, don't swear in front of the kids. Mini President, earmuffs, 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 earmuffs. And you heard the GPS recalculating. Steve, I gotta go. No Wi-Fi connection. And the two, and this, because he was driving, there's just only 2 presidential points came to him. And he said, thank God that you guys have a lot to talk about. But debate, Presidente, what, and himself, not Marcel, was the captain in 1978 of the national Canadian champions of debate. Division 2. Division 2. Numero 3.
Who are
Nostro capitano, Marcello Fulgaglioni.
Even though he butchered his last name on that, but who are we? Who are we to contradict this story? To basically people, Dangle saying Tommy time tonight. Roberto Pelusi, Gianpaolo stays. Anthony Calcara says, Steve, I changed my name so you know who it is. Jason Gamio, I think they'll give him 2 or 3 games to get convincing. Sabrina, she's laughing at your stories. Guys, thank you for joining us on the YouTube machine. But we will be talking about this. The art of debating is dead. Like it's lost. We can't talk about even like for me to say people like I took a little video with Tommy and I said, guys, Atalanta had 7 points in 8 games last year. No, you're not allowed to compare. I'm like, but I'm a numbers guy.
And that's the root of my frustration tonight, Vinny. We do not rehearse this.
We don't
at all.
But
I show up here in my 2005 Nissan X-Trail with winter tires when there's no snow. I come here, I sit down, we do the podcast. The root of my frustration tonight is not all the chats. It's not the Milan loss. It's one specific tweet to Vinny and to myself saying that we give the people false hopes. So let's get it on. Let's get it on tonight.
So guys,
Tommy time, welcome for Stevie P.
I could understand the frustration with some of our tweets, but I was tweeting it out as a numbers guy, and even Facebook.
But
Frank,
you're not allowed, Vinny.
Facebook Frank is still with the 2001 team, and he kept on writing me, yeah, but those guys here and those guys there. Facebook Frank, dude, you're the best. But Steve, I want to start off by a message from our friend Colin that was actually there at the game.
Poor guy, you paid for those tickets.
Can't wait to listen to the podcast, guys. Tough times is an understatement. We played worse against Fiorentina than any other teams under Gianpaolo. No coordination, no gameplay, no direction. Frustrating isn't a word I'd use, but we need to do better. Either with Gianpaolo or without him. I've supported Milan since 1987 when I was 9 years old, and I've never seen it this bad. Will I stop supporting? Never. I know it's early days, but these are the games we need to be winning and keeping up with the others. 4 losses from the first 6 games hasn't happened since 1938. The only positive I saw against was Leao. You and me both, buddy. Even Gigio was questionable, but that's because the defense weren't doing their jobs again. To see Curva walk out is shocking and should send a message to the team, hopefully. If that doesn't get them motivated to do better, I don't know what will. I'm starting to feel that maybe Gianpaolo has lost the locker room. I sent a tweet, but I just wanted to message you it because I could fit more in. He understands. He understands, Colin. But guys, that's what it comes down to. Is just the too many. Anthony saying too many snowflakes these days. Yes, 100%. But I think the art of debating, and if we're gonna send out a tweet, I'm on wrestling Twitter a lot, and it's the same
Oh, really?
thing. Yes, it's the same thing. People cannot seem to have an opinion. Now, you may be ignorant and stupid having that opinion, but it is your opinion. You're allowed. The moment you tell me I'm stupid for thinking my way, I'm not talking about false. So if anybody would just stop and think, okay, what did he mean by that? Even in our group chat, sometimes it's like you read something, what did he mean by that? Don't jump to conclusions. I think that's the worst part, and that's what we've learned with experience in life and getting older. Don't jump to conclusions. The only reason I was mentioning Atalanta is because everybody's saying Milan legends.
The season's over.
The season,
It's a write-off.
flush
Write-off.
the season. I looked at him. I'm like,
Flush it.
how are you flushing the season already?
Worse
Right?
than that, we've gotten to the point where people are wishing for our beloved Milan to lose. I draw the line at that.
Guys, we played against Torino. Thank you, Steve, for taking the words out of my mouth. Best 70 minutes we've seen so far. And the problem lies in there. We played for 70 minutes, And then against Fiorentina, how do we let, right, a guy that is way past his prime, making seem Ribéry is the next coming of God? Guys, we played horribly, other than Leao. That was the what positive. And
Yeah.
Gigio, I have to disagree with Colin. I thought Gigio basically helped us as much as he can.
Well, he didn't have a chance on almost any of the goals.
No.
They were in the 6-yard box, guys. This is very rare. He's made saves like that before, but 9 times out of 10, that ball's going in the back of the net.
And Benacer, en français, il s'est fait ramasser. Benacer got completely dominated, gave away that penalty. Now, am I gonna shit on Benacer?
No, but let's say Villa was in that position.
Oh my God! If
Where
Villa
we're
was
gonna have the same argument.
No, we would have been trashing him. What is he
Of course.
doing starting? What is he doing this? What
Yeah.
is he doing that? And it's just
And I'm there, and I like Benacer.
Yeah.
I like him. I want him to do well. I want these players to do well. I want everybody to just take a step back and say, look, again, unpopular opinion. Right now, maybe we're not there yet.
we're not maybe.
No,
we're
definitely
not there.
yet.
But once again, I'm a numbers guy.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
for sure.
For me to say that the season is trashed, let it go. Let's start next season. I'm
Never.
sorry, Milan Legends. You're allowed to that opinion. I just disagreed with you because I'm a numbers guy. I'm in sales. I'm a numbers guy. But in the end, what happened yesterday was, what a squash match is, Steve?
Yes.
When like King Kong Bundy used to come
Oh,
out and
no, no,
squash
no,
them,
no.
and
I lied to everybody. I don't know what that is. I thought it was squash. The
a
sport.
squash match is like the guy coming into the ring, 10 seconds, it's over. He's beating up a jobber. That's what happened to us yesterday. That's what it comes down to. Presidential point number one. Guys, you guys are fantastic. Look at all this interaction, and I think I'm going to let them interact the way they interacted the other time. But yeah, they're having a conversation between themselves. Guys, keep
Very
it up.
nice. Keep it up.
Quantity over quality. Following yesterday's disaster, Gianpaolo said the following: I have to get the most out of my players. My goal is to make the team play better as a team in a concrete way with no frills. If I can't make them play with quality and style, I will put in more quantity instead of make the team more of a team. This was a rather vague statement. Nonetheless, what do you think Gianpaolo was trying to say, and what changes? Let me repeat that then. If I can't make them play with quality and style, I will put in more quantity instead of to make the team more of a team. So what do you think he meant by that? More quantity.
He's gonna play even safer.
Is that what he meant, guys?
He's gonna flood the midfield. Now, you guys want results?
See, even Jason saying he's the Kurt Hawkins of Serie A. Kurt Hawkins is a jobber. Let's see, they understand the wrestling lingo.
Who's the guy there? The Brooklyn Brawler. He was a
jobber. Yeah,
See?
the Brooklyn Brawler. There we go. But what does he mean by that? Does he mean like maybe quantity by rotating more players? We've seen what? Leao start the last 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Castillo hasn't seen
saw a bit of the pitch as a sub.
Right, but it just seems, he had Bilia there for a couple of games, then he took him out. I don't know exactly what he meant, Presidente. I guess this is one of his questions.
I think that he's gonna try to get results now. So no matter who is either on form or off form, if he thinks that he fits in that particular game, he's going to put him in. Is it going to be a right decision? No. Is it going to be a wrong decision? We don't know. But we tried with the old Milan guys,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. Now we put against Fiorentina some new guys.
Uh-huh.
Theo, Benacer,
Yeah.
Leao.
Yeah. And look what happened.
And it still didn't work. So he's got to find something. Now, everybody's asking, everybody wants Giampaolo's in. Everybody has the same critique about everybody. Who's critiquing Romagnoli?
Romagnoli last couple of
So
games.
I'm going to critique Romagnoli. If you're the captain and you have the armband, Baresi wore it for years, Maldini wore it right after, then it did a little bit of a merry-go-round.
Yeah, Ambrosini.
And now you have the captain band. I can't have you on Sky saying, no. You want to go on Sky? You start being a little bit tougher. You want to be on the field? You start being a little bit tougher with everybody. He has to be the general. Talk, no talk. You know what? Maldini, he had a perfect captaincy. Fantastic team, winning trophies, winning Scudetto, winning Champions League,
And spoke when needed to speak.
and spoke when needed to speak. Now we need Romagnoli to not only speak on the field, which he's been playing bad,
Mhm.
but, and I'm not saying that's 100% his fault.
No, far from that.
Our midfield for the past 10 years has been the cause of our defense playing bad.
Mhm.
Let's face it. Now, Romagnoli needs to get control of the locker room. He says that this is going to be the third time he says he's behind the coach. It's going to be the third time. Once, shame on me. Twice, shame on you. 3 times, shame on no one. Everybody's going to call your bluff. You can't be behind every coach that you want to be as the captain and never make a decision or never put down your foot.
I'm just trying to figure out, Steve, is that he changed the old players, he put in the new players, and nothing has clicked so far. So where does a new coach come into I saw a tweet there with a magical wand, and okay, now we're gonna start winning.
There's no magical.
So for me, again, I'm still sticking. Am I happy, guys? Definitely not happy.
No.
I'm pissed off, right? Thank you to alcohol that made me forget, because yesterday I think I fell asleep like at 8:30 at night. But in the end, guys, it's like, let's keep. I know we need to ride the ship. Gio Aguilu was saying we need to ride the ship right now, right? We're nowhere where we need to be. But again, guys, I'm a glass half full kind of person. I'm not saying we're finishing top 6, top 7, but is it better to go through all these nicks and knacks at this stage of the season? Number 2, everybody is to blame. Maldini gave his support to Giampaolo, saying, "We agreed on the choice of the coach. We will always defend him. We have to give him time. It is the right thing to do. We know what the problems are. We thought we could do better. 4 defeats in 6 matches are really too many, and the quality of our game is not satisfactory. Everybody is to blame: management, coach, players. Some things we kind of expected. Relying on young players with little experience expose you to certain risks. Maldini did what anyone would do in his position, but the real question is, where do we go from here? If you were Maldini, where do you try to find solutions to help your coach?" What can he do? What is he going to do? Suit up, guys? He's going to suit up and go directly onto the pitch. Right now, I think the best thing that he could do is show unity. That's the way I see it. Because if you look at today, Striscia la Notizia, they put a video that they wanted to give him il tapiro d'oro, and they stopped him midway trying to get to work. And he stayed. You can see that he's fully bothered, but he stayed professional. And again, no, Giampaolo's our coach, and that's it. I think the worst thing that they can do right now is start letting these rumors get out. And if they don't reply right back, because what are you going to do? You're going to go get Shevchenko? We're going to go burn another legend. What are we going to do? We're going to go get Ranieri. What are we going to go do? We'll go get Spalletti. I don't know, Steve. I'm just going to read these comments over here.
For Maldini, there's a lot of pressure, guys.
There is.
This job came with a lot of pressure. His playing career cannot get him out of this pressure. Boban, a lot of pressure. His playing career and the legendary status is not going to get him out of there. It's not back when they played, where there was one paper every once in a while and you got a notizia.
Mhm.
You got your classification for that game, 6, never higher than 7, right?
Yeah.
People now are going to go full throttle on you. And people have gone full throttle. Some justfully so, some not. You guys have to look into consideration. Everybody, one of the biggest thing is, we wasted their time on Korea. I get it, but there was no other names. You want to say Everton, you want to say, oh, you know what, Leonardo did miracles. Leonardo left us twice, guys.
Yes, he did.
So management, no management. Leonardo left us twice. Korea, was it going to be a goodbye? We don't know, guys. You never know.
It's just so easy for like even Tommy on yesterday was like, yeah, for 40 we could have went to get what's his name, James Rodriguez. But guys, it's so easy for us to say, yeah, for 40 million we'll get the other guy. Who are we to understand the finances and everything that goes behind these kind of things? Who says he wasn't going to come?
Who says he didn't even want to go to Napoli?
So it's just frustrating, guys.
The lack of Champions League play, guys, is far and beyond the negative point here. The financial crisis of this team throughout the last 3, 4 years, 5 years, let's go even 6 years, is the negative here. We've been put in such a bad spot. And because of poor management, and it's not even poor management, it's lack of a plan.
Yeah.
We've not had a plan for the longest time. Am I saying that we have a plan now? I hope. But if we do have a plan now, it's year 1 of the plan.
Yeah.
Year 1 of the plan, and they have to tell us it's a 5-year plan. And in North America, that usually comes out when you're rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
So can we say this is half a rebuild? You have your pillars, Donnarumma, Romagnoli, Piatek. You've spent money on him. Paqueta, you spent money on him.
Yep.
This is part of the rebuild. People who have lost hope, and I message this to the rest of the group. So if you've lost hope and it's a write-off, so that means you don't believe in Benacer, you don't believe in Leao, you don't believe in Theo, you don't believe in Donnarumma, you don't believe in Romagnoli.
Or he could be like Roberto Pelusi saying, I have a lot of patience for this team because he's a Leafs fan, so he knows he has nothing else to do but wait.
But it's a good example. A lot of people have waited a long time, and we've had the tremendous luck of not having to go through a rebuild.
Oh, Facebook Frank logged on away. Wouldn't lack a plan be poor management? How many more fucking times are we going to hear this is year? There's no swearing, Facebook Frank. Presidente is going to give you an X from over there. But
year 0 is from the time of Galliani, Facebook Frank. Galliani is no more.
Galliani is no more. And the thing is, I believe, like even somebody was saying, Milcore Football TV saying we're not rebuilding. I think you're saying that because we've been with this rebuilding for the last 8-9 years. But I believe if we were this team back in 2012, 2013, when we lost everybody, it's frustrating, guys. And we're just trying to find reasoning. Let's just give him a call.
But just to help Facebook Frank understand.
He's sorry for the poor language.
L'anno zero.
Yeah.
Year 0 was in the time where money can buy you out of problems. That doesn't exist anymore, guys. Your money, Elliot has so much money, they can buy Serie A 2 times. 2 times. But with this FFP, you cannot. You have to take a shot to the brand. This year, we took a shot to the brand. Milan, 7-time champions of Europe, had to say, we can't go to Europa League. We choose not to go so that we could fix ourselves.
And now to bring out the negativity and just negativity, guys, you wanted him, you're going to get him. And now hold on, because I need to tell him at like it's not only him that has to talk, it's all of us.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. Tommy. How's it going on this coldish Monday night?
Tommy time.
Oh, it's very cold outside, but let me tell you something.
But before you start, I just want you to understand this is a conversation. So you speak, we speak, you speak, so we don't speak over each other. Go ahead.
I understand that.
Go ahead.
I understand that, but this is very frustrating.
Of course.
how could you, me, I'm telling you, how could this guy, okay, we're saying that it's a transitional year and we have to try out the players, but send it above. Quando sei un imbecille, sei un imbecille. Because how could you fucking put on Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the field and Suso, and they're both cadavers, these people.
So who
and
would?
This guy, una volta, due volte, tre volte, man, it's been since the beginning of the year. You see that these guys are not going. They're non corrono.
So
E
who?
continua sempre con la stessa cosa.
So who would you have put?
La stessa minestra.
Who-
Change.
Tommy, who would you have put instead of Suso and Hakan? Bonaventura
If
and who else?
Paquetá, I wouldn't have put him on the bench.
He's hurt.
He's somewhat hurt, I believe.
Okay? Even if he's hurt, I would have put Maldini out there, the youngster. And second of all, I would have started Bonaventura.
By the way, Edwin, he's one of your fans, is saying this is a family show, Tommy. You don't have to swear.
Me ne foto. If I have to swear, I'm gonna swear.
Tommy doesn't go by rules, guys, but I know you were there with
The
me
thing
yesterday.
is, questo siamo in zona sismica, amici miei. Qua siamo in zona retrocessione qua.
After
This was supposed to be a year that maybe okay, maybe not come out on the first four, maybe get into the Europa League. But over here we're starting almost to play for us already.
No. You can't go back on this. You can't go back on this. This was a year to finish fourth spot, Tommy. This was a year to finish fourth spot. Don't give me this Europa League stuff.
Which should even makes it even more clear.
There's nothing to be clear about after 6 games. There's nothing to be clear about 6
so
games.
you're ready? Are you ready? Like Milan Legends told me on yesterday, you're ready to flush the season after 6 games? Yes or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but that on one thing. I will only flush the season once. I will flush the season if we go on with the same coach within the next three games.
And if
If this coach stays on the next 3 games, I will definitely throw the season.
So,
in the
and
Let's go live with this question. This coach, Tommy, you have to make people talk. You have to make people talk.
What hope do you have?
Tommy, this coach, Gianpaolo, is recommended by your Saki. Your Saki said, if we get rid of Gianpaolo, it's an ultimate mistake.
what do you say to that?
An ultimate mistake per l'organizzazione from the management point of view. Sacchi himself, when he used to coach Milan and Italy, and in '94 you could view the footages, he had a different formation every single game. And he brought Italy to the finals. But Italy was Italy. And Milan was Milan back then.
But
That's exactly what we're telling you. We're not that Milan.
Today il mercato è stato fatto di bidoni, scraps. The only guy that I could actually say that is a 40 class, a future 40 class, is Leao.
Oh, you could tell that by 6 games, but you could tell that by 6 games.
Scraps, tutte merde, tutti bidoni.
This is ridiculous. This is
Tommy,
not a conversation.
Tommy,
this
so
is
Gianpaolo,
FIFA 20. This is FIFA 2020.
so if Gianpaolo wins his next 4 games and gets full points, you still want to get rid of it after 3 games, right?
Story.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
I just said,
Let's go.
in the next
Wherever
3
the
games,
win, we're gonna change Tommy time to wherever.
right?
By the way, Facebook Frank says Saki always came back to 96-97 season, and he said he should the bet, and he's saying that you and him could in Tommy time on the same podcast. That would be fantastic. But
Sacchi
okay,
era un maestro di calcio.
okay, so if he's
Un bello in capello.
okay, so in reality, you right now, forget you said you're going to flush the season with this coach after 3 games. So let's phrase that.
If he did that, but I said, if he's still on in the next 3 games and he loses, even against Genoa, well, I mean,
we can take a look at when
Hey, did you
Gattuso-
Did you see that team that won the Scudetto after 6 games?
I think
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But how do you explain Gattuso?
Stop being sarcastic.
That's
Well,
amazing.
People are sarcastic. You want to come on and say something, just say it.
It's because you're looking at it totally the wrong Tom.
Say the
My
way it
question,
goes, Tom.
my
You're going to
question.
this, I'm saying the way
My-
the
no.
wind blows for every Milanista out there.
But that's
You
what,
can't come and tell me that every Milanista out there is proud that Milan is doing so garbage and they're at the bottom of the table. You
Not
know,
at
tell me
all.
that every Milanista out there is happy about that.
not at all. But you can say, oh, I'm gonna watch the season only if they lose. Well, so are all the other 100,000 people, millions of fans that are gonna do the same thing. My question.
So millions of fans out there que yeah, la Curva Sud, they deserted the stadium.
That's not the
Okay,
first time.
so-
That's not the
That
first
was a
time.
nice
So-
message.
Okay, let's
What does
that's
it
not the
mean?
first
That
time.
means that even the are fed up.
So let's look at facts. Let's look at facts.
No, why?
Last year, Gattuso